Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. My name's April, and we're gonna do a kind of strength stretch flow to get our whole body incorporated. Um, this 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 is going to be a 50-minute class, but I would like to not discourage you if that seems like a long time. What I would like to encourage you to do is take this week, if that seems like something you can't fit in altogether, and break it up into 20 or 10-minute segments and just take in this one video through the week with you. The first 5 minutes is going to be a breath check and a breath reset, which will be really good. It's good for your parasympathetic system. And then we're going to flow into a stretch and warm up, and then get some heat on, and then we're going to come into a stretch. So if you'd like, again, break this video up. So we're going to start. I have a chair. I like to be inclusive of everyone that has different abilities. Sometimes people have injuries where they can't come down to the floor, and I want you to encourage you to use your chair. Use a chair and do what you can with your body. So we're going to just sit in a comfortable seated position from your chair or on the floor, and we're going to just come into our space here on the floor in the mat, and we're going to check our breath. So in doing that, what we're doing is just not trying to change anything about the breath or the body, just being here and noticing what it's doing. Is it light and shallow? I know mine is usually very calm and light and shallow. I've been doing breath work for a little bit of a while, and it's helped me to kind of make it calm. So most of the time it's calm. I'm not running from a bear or anything. That would be different. So just noticing where your breath is at. And then I like to sometimes go into a gratefulness that we have our breath and try to think of what it does for our body. And just how amazing it is that um, it does its own thing even when we're in autopilot. We're driving, we're doing things every day. Our breath is happening. So it's an amazing thing. It protects us. It does its own thing, but we can also notice it and we can also change it. And when we do that, it resets our body system. So we're going to do that. So with whatever breath you have right now, we're going to take control of our breath right now. So we're going to do a breath box. We're going to draw a box with our breath. We're going to inhale for 3 count. We're going to hold that inhale. Then we're going to exhale for 3 count and then hold the exhale. Okay, so you can try this with me. In through the nose for 3 count. Hold for 3. Exhale for 3. Hold that for 3. Good. And that's called a box breath. And the natural breath comes back. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to do that again. Inhale through the nose. Hold the inhale. Exhale. Hold the exhale. Good. We're going to do this a few more times, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. If they've snuck up on you, maybe draw the shoulder blades back, loosen the back up here. We're going to inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Good. And then relax, natural breath. Usually this brings a nice calming effect to the body, like a sigh of relief to the body, to reset that parasympathetic. Just checking in with your breath. We're going to inhale, hold, and exhale. And hold. Good. If you yawn, that's normal. If you feel a little lightheaded, that's normal too. Your body has lack of oxygen because it's like, whoa, she just took her breath over. We don't know what to do with the oxygen. So it's actually lack of oxygen to your brain. I believe it's Einar Bragi from Iceland who taught us this, because I thought it was actually over oxygenation and it's actually under. So really cool stuff. If you ever get a chance to do a breath workplace class, it's not hokey, go, it's awesome. So we did our breath work. So now we're going to move into our part of our next 15 minutes is going to be getting, or actually 10 minutes is going to be getting our body into stretching. So if you want to just take this for the day and then the next day come into the next part, which is going to be stretching, then you go for it. We're going to come into our feet and we're going to come up to standing. I have a really creaky floor. I apologize in advance. We have to get our floorboards fixed. So we're just going to take with some rising suns. We're reaching our arms up and over, and then we stop at the corner, take a little look up under those arms, and then back around. And we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to come around, reach around. This time as we reach around, we're putting one hand in front of the other. It doesn't matter which. And then coming back around. And then again to this side, putting one hand in front of the other. A little stretch. We'll do this a couple more times. Great job. We're going to hold our chair if we need that for a prop or go with balance. I'm going to go with balance this time. We're just going to do a few leg swings. Swinging our leg back and forth. Good. I'll do a couple more. Great job. And drop it down, other side. Leg swing. Holding that chair for a prop if you need to. Good. We'll do a couple more. Good. And place it down. Nice work. We'll go into a sumo squat, so feet are mat width apart. And we're just going to sit it down and up. We want to get our arms in on here too for some shoulder mobility, so we're going to reach up and then we're going to reach down. Maybe this feels like something we did in high school class, warming up. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Squat down and up. Good, we'll do 2 more of these. Good. We're going to take our legs together, kind of squeeze them together. If you need that chair for a prop, this is a great place to use it. Also, we're coming into kind of a chair sit, so this could also be a good place to use your chair for just to bring you comfort. If you're sitting back and you're feeling uneasy, you have your chair here. It can kind of help with the comfort. And it could also give you more of a deeper squat too. So it's just some different things you can do. You can also step away from the chair and do a chair sit. So we're going to bring our legs together, kind of squeeze those legs together. And then we're going to sit down into our legs. I want you to hand to belly, hand to low back, curl the tailbone under. This might mean you come up out of your squat a little bit. And yes, you got it. Good. We're going to do just a few arm swings. Now, if this is, if your mobility or your balance is off, you can always do one arm at a time here and then swap. But if you're not having any issues there and you can do both arms, we're going to do both here. You can always do it after the video, or just go ahead and swap arms here if you have not already. Go ahead and come up out of that chair sit. We're going to reverse our arms now. If you're doing that one side, you're just going to keep doing that arm side because it's going to be very similar to our reverse. So we're reversing, and from here we'll just do this one thing at a time. Sometimes we'll combine moves because it is helpful, and sometimes it can be too much on the brain and body. If you put too much on the brain and body, you can get injured. So we're just going to keep it simple. Try to keep it simple. Good. We're going to hinge at the hip here, come forward, flat back, and then back up. Hinge at the hip and back up. This is like doing a deadlift. If you had that weight here in your hand, you're squeezing up at the top. You're squeezing glutes and pushing the weights into the top of the legs. And forward and up. Good. Bringing our hands to our hips is going to add a little bit of resistance, and then bringing our hands to our ears is going to add a lot more resistance. As we do these later on, that is, just keep that in mind. So when we come to a halfway lift is what this is called. To add more resistance, we can come here, and then for more resistance, we can Superman the arms. So we're just going to keep those things in mind. I know that's a lot of information. We're doing a lot just by bending like this because we're putting the weight into the back side. Good. Good, getting warmed, maybe feeling some heat, some huffy puffy, welcome it. So we're going to take our imaginary weights by our side. Feet are going to step out mat width. And we're just going to kind of put our pants on and off, or just pulling our pants up. Okay? So just that motion. So this is kind of like a squat. It's a little bit more awkward because your knees are tracking close to your toes. Good. So yeah, just think of it as a squat. This is going to get our joint juice going, our knees, our hips. When we move our joints, they make joint juice. Good. Nice work. We're going to come up. We're going to stand tall and mountain. Check in with our posture. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Maybe your breath is already coming there. Your body's kind of sighing relief. Oh, it's time to move. Sigh. And we're going to relax the shoulders and just check in with your regular posture. Like I said, just stand here and don't try to change what your body is, how your body's trying to stand. It's nice to check in with this. If you're at the supermarket standing somewhere for a long time, it's nice to check in. And as you do this, you'll practice it and you'll get better at it. So I'm going to take my natural posture and just check in with it. And I find that I stoop. And really, when we're afraid, we stoop because we're afraid we're going to fall. Our body will stoop. It can be a lot of different things. Our core is really tight. It can pull and cause things to stoop. So we're going to just challenge our posture. We're going to take our shoulders up and then draw the elbows and the shoulders back and then draw them down. And we're going to shine our heart forward. And this is where we can kind of challenge what our posture is doing. Just checking it in. I'm going to take a deep breath here. Feel that space. And then relax the shoulders and everything back down. And then come back to my natural posture. We'll do that one more time. We're going to up the shoulders, draw them back, then draw them down, shine the heart open, kind of like a Marvel superhero. You'll feel the core engage here too and come in to the party, and then we will release it. Nice work. Nice work. Let's do some more shoulder mobility here. We're going to draw the elbows up and back. I see a lot of my elderly customers that I pick up on my route. I'm a driver that struggle with different mobility issues. So it makes me really grateful that I have the mobility I have. And so these things are things we need to kind of be grateful for and work on. Putting our luggage in the top of the rack at the airport, yeah, things like that, you know. I'm sure it's hard, but you can always ask for help too. It's okay to ask for help. Let's just bring that up. We're going to take it across the body. Ask for help. Good. Nice. And now we're going to get into our workout. So when we start, this is another place where if you want to come back to, I would suggest that you stay, if you've done the warm-up, to go ahead and stay through the workout. So it's going to be great. We're going to take breaks, but we're going to work different things in our body. I'll give you different options here. So we're going to start with just a regular squat. We want to get our blood flowing because blood flow, one, it helps the heart, and two, it helps our muscles. Our muscles need the blood to build. Blood helps the muscles build and work. So we're going to do some regular squats. I'm going to use my chair. So we're just going to squat it down in the chair and come up. I have a creaky chair too. Good. And let's do things in threes. So we're going to do 3 movements that's going to kind of get our big muscles working. This is one of our big leg muscles in the body. This is the second biggest muscle, I believe. These muscles here, the quadriceps. Your butt is the biggest muscle. So we're getting those things, that and the butt and the quads, both of those big muscles here. Good. And this one's going to be a little challenging, but I believe in you. You got this. So we're going to take our legs together, a little closer together. We're going to sit down into that chair sit, that yoga sit. Just have your chair close by for comfort. We're going to take belly to hand to low back, curl that tailbone a little bit, and then I want us to do a little twist. This is going to help with digestion. So just be mindful that you want to do this slowly, and you want your bottom body to be kind of disconnected from the top. Okay? Think of your legs sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Boom, they land. Well, as things gets up closer to the top, they float a little bit. So think of your legs being strong and grounded. Belly is floating. I want you to twist your belly to the left. This is going to help our body wring out toxins. It's going to help with digestion. Hands to heart, and pull those elbows and breathe. Big move. Breathe in and out. Relax the shoulders. We have 5 more seconds here. Only 5 more seconds. Twist into that twist. Good. And let it go. Let's come to flat back, leaning over. We're going to do a static hold right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to come right into that other side. So what we do on one side, we want to even on the other. Both sides need to be strong, right? So we're going to, legs are hip width apart. We're going to sink down into those legs, hand to belly, hand to low back, curl it under. If that means you come up a little bit, that's okay. Curl it under, come down to where your body stops you. Heavy legs, floating top. You're going to slowly turn the midriff area. Once you're there, relax the shoulders, breathe into it. And actually, this is a place where you can admire the breath. As you breathe in, feel it making space and stretching the tightness of the muscles and the skin. 5 more seconds. And then we come back to center. Good. And we'll come to a flat back. If you want a little more heat, maybe bringing the hands out to the ears here. It's time for 10 seconds. Great job bringing it up. So we've done 2 moves. Now we're going to do our third move. This is another one that's a little bit challenging, but I believe in you again. I believe in you. So in this one, we're going to do some Jesus squats. This is going to be for our legs. So we have our chair here, and I'm just going to do this with a chair. It's great to do with the chair. We're going to take our right leg. This left leg, you really want to be soft in the knee, protect your knee. You're going to drag this right leg behind. I know it's a little scary for people with knee issues, so I want you just to be safe with this one. Only go where your body tells you to stop. Think of when you go bowling. You bowl and sometimes you drag that leg behind you. That's exactly kind of what you're looking for here. So this leg is taking weight, but you can always use this leg here, toe is tripoded, to assist you and go where you can. If you have the mobility and you want to make it a little deeper, a little further, you can do that. Even an option here to bring that toe up and back, kind of scooping it out. So you see what we got to work with. Work where you can. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to come out of it. Y2C it off. Great job. Shake it off. And now we're going to come to the other side. So this time the right leg is taking the weight. The left leg is dragging behind. And we squat into this right leg. Okay. We're also thinking of keeping our top body nice and lifted. Stay strong in that standing leg. If it needs support, give it that support with the left leg. If it's nice and strong and really wants a challenge, more of it needs more, you're floating that foot up. Mine is kind of somewhere in between. It's like, oh, I think I can do without the foot, but it needs some of the support of both. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. So we did 3 moves for our legs. Great job. Take a 30-second break. Water, water. So just some cool facts and information. I really like to share resources when I can while you get your water. One, if you're looking to, you're not feeling great and you maybe found upon this video because of that, a good foundation for feeling better is nutrition. What you pick in food matters. Protein and vitamins. Proper nutrition through good eating choices and supplements when they are needed can save your life and heal your body. So just keep that in mind. Ask questions. Go to the vitamin shop. We have one here in Fuquay Arena. I'm sure there's a lot of different GNC, General Nutrition Center. There's a lot of these places around here and they're popping up more and more. Ask questions. When you can, buy organic. I know it's expensive, but when you can, make those choices. Another thing too is utilize your pool. Your local swim centers, usually cities will have them. Get in the pool. The pool is such a great place. They'll even offer classes. And if you're a senior or you're not there's different types of classes. I went to a senior class. I absolutely love it. Those people are strong, guys. These 80-year-olds are out there kicking butt. Go to a pool class because when you get in the water takes all the weight off of your vertebrae and your body. It makes your body you can do things in the water you couldn't do outside, and also takes pressure off of your system. So get in the water and try new things. I'm doing some writing. I'm totally not a writer. I want to be a writer. It's one of my things I'd like to do, and I'm going to go to your local library and join a class. Just try it. If you like it, you do. If you don't, you meet new people. I met some new people in this class. They offer free resources, and it's a lot of fun. So just get out there. Put your beautiful energy out there. So we're going to come back up. We've gotten into our legs a little bit. So let's get into our arms. So we're going to start that by doing some windmills. While we're doing our windmills, I want you to just be mindful of what's going on in your body. Standing up nice and tall will help. If we stand up tall, our core gets some work. So we're going to just windmill our arms out. Strong shoulders. A couple options here because we're going to do some lifts through our calves. So one of the options is to hold the chair as you lift through the calves and do one windmill with the arm. Or we can do both windmills with the arms and come away from the chair. So just a couple of options here because we're going to get into our shoulders and our calves. And then I'll just let you know when to switch when it comes halfway, and you'll just switch to the other side if you're doing that one arm on the chair. Good. Our calf muscles, I've heard, can help us balance as we age, and they'll actually, having them strong can keep you from a fall. Nobody wants to fall, right? Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Those of you that are holding the chair, you're switching. This time you have your right hand on the chair and you're doing that other arm here. Those of you that are off the chair and without the chair, you're taking it to a backstroke. Good. Just lifting up and down, really lifting onto those toes. Lift onto those pinky toes. Lift onto all those toes. Lift. I call this wearing your Barbie heels. So just like even if you want to take a walk, you're wearing those Barbie heels. Wear the Barbie heels. If you're a guy, I'm sorry. Wear the Barbie heels anyway. Good. Good. Get ready, we're about to switch. So watch the switch up. We're going to take the chair to the side. Those of you who are using the chair for balance, you're going to hold the chair. We're going to turn our feet out. This is kind of going to look like a plie, a ballerina move. So the feet are kind of together and we're lifting and lowering. If you have the chair here, you're lifting and lowering. We're going to take that elbow out, the hand out, and we're going to turn the knob back and forth. So turning the knob. If you want to come away from the chair, we can do both arms at the same time. Lift and lower. If you have the chair, I'll let you know when to switch up. Good, go ahead and switch. If you have the chair and you're holding the chair with that one hand, you're coming around. And now you're switching, the right hand's on the chair and you're turning the knob with that other hand. You're doing great. Lift and lower. Turning the knob. Starting to feel some heat in those shoulders. That's what we want. Turning the knob. Beautiful job. Beautiful, guys and gals. Good. Great job. We're going to come to the center with both feet. This is going to challenge our balance. Even if you're holding that chair, it's going to still challenge your balance because we have those legs zipped up together. And hand on the chair here. If you're stepping away, that's fine too. But we're going to take our thumbs up and then behind the back. And as you lift through, if you're holding the chair, it looks like this, one thumb up behind the back. As you're lifting, I want you to tap the thumbs toward each other, and I also want you to lift the arms back. So it's kind of like patting your head, rubbing your tummy thing. You're doing both of these things. Pull, 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 lift, lift, lift. Good. Zip those legs together as much as you can. It is challenging our balance. And the more you take the legs closer together, it challenges those things. If you want to super challenge your balance, and this may help you guys that are holding the chair a lot, close your eyes off. See how that affects it. Whoop. Whoop. Good. How are those arms feeling? We're almost there. Lift, lift, lift. You guys switch if you're holding the chair. Remember, you're switching now. Left arm. Now the right arm is thumb up and back. Together. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. rest the arms. Nice work. We're going to go right into one more thing with our arms, and then we're going to stretch it out. So we have, yes. So we're going to do push-ups. Push-ups are good for your heart, they're good for your back and your belly, they're good for a lot of things. When you compress those muscles, and it presses the areas where the heart is, it moves the blood around. It's good. So from the chair, we can do them like this. We can step back from the chair, and we can kind of bring our top body down and up. You can even have the chair like this and come down and up to start off with. This still gets your core and back into it a little bit. Even if you squat like this, we can also do push-ups from a wall. You step back one couple feet and you bring your chest to the wall, press. Just stay nice and connected with your core and back. This is great if you have a compromised something going on. You're still getting your chest area. And then we have the floor and the knees. From the knees, so you guys know if you've been on the knees here, a couple different ways from the knees. Stacked knees, you're bringing the chest, you're really just getting your top body chest into this. This could be good for someone who's packing a lot of weight up here for whatever purpose, and you're having trouble with a compromised back. You just come down here and press up, or flat back like this. This is kind of like a woman's push-up. They're still very hard, these women push-ups. And then of course we have from the toes, staying nice and strong, bringing the nose all the way down and then press it all the way up. Okay, so those are our different ways, lots of different ways to do these. So we have 10 seconds and we'll start. We're going to go for 30 seconds and we're going to do 2 sets, because then we're going to do some tricep push-ups, which are closer. You got this, we're almost there. Let's go ahead and go right here. I'm taking a variation here. I'm feeling my breath kind of wanting me to do a little bit of men and a little bit of women push-ups. So trying to do both, but not overdoing it. You want to keep your breath going. If you're holding your breath, it could be too difficult. If you're struggling too much, it's too much. Just come back and do a gentler approach with your body, listen to your body, or even just take a break. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to shoot our legs through. Take a little bit of a stretch to the hamstrings here as we get our breath. And then about 15 seconds, we'll do our next set. You got this. We want that huffy puffy. We want to keep that vibe. Good. So get ready. Okay, here we go. Halfway there. Stay strong. And good. I'm going to shoot the legs through again. Stretch those hamstrings. Nice work. Great job. We're going to go to tricep presses. So these can be done from a chair or the floor. I'll show you the floor first. So hands are on the floor, down by the side body, and you're going to push through the hands. Okay, the next thing that would add resistance to this, you're getting some resistance here, but adding some resistance would be to, as you push up, to lift through the bottom body and even just come down into that tricep a little bit. So just play around with that. This is what it looks like from the floor. On the chair. Looks like this. We can either grab the end of the chair and just push with our bottom still on the chair, push through the arms, or you can drop the bottom off the chair here and little movements. Okay, we're going to go for 30 seconds. We're going to do 2 sets, and then we'll be done, and we'll go to our stretch. So here we go, our first set. I'm going to stay here on the chair. We're going to drop it down and up. If you're a woman and you're doing these can be really intimidating. They can hurt at first, but as you do them, you'll get stronger. You'll get a second wind. It's just one of those things that's underworked with women. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll come up. We'll reach up over our head with the right arm and then with the left. Good. Nice work. We'll start our second set in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. This is it. Bring it on home. You got this. Keep it going. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Great job with the workout portion. Now we're going to go into the 10-minute stretchiness stretch. Okay. So I hope you stay for the stretch. It can be really a key in a workout. Sometimes you can be just so beat from the workout that you're like, everything was there. Okay. I understand that. Stretching, you can learn a lot too. So we're going to stretch. We got our chair. If you don't have a chair, you can do downward dog from the floor. I'll show you what it looks like. Hand to the chair. We're going to drop our head through, push our booty back. If you've never, this is kind of, they call it a yoga move. It can also be a forward fold and stretch, but this is kind of unique to that yoga, is dropping the chest and head through like a dog would when they're stretching their legs. You can do this from the floor too. Hands, hands, reach back. Good. Nice work. We're going to come up. We're going to swoop the right leg across the left. This may be one where your chair comes handy. This can throw balance off sometimes. So now we're just going to give the thighs a squeeze here. We're going to relax the shoulders. And then we're going to take either one, or if you have the chair, it's going to be one arm to around the back. You're going to thread the hands to the back. And if you're holding the chair, of course, it's going to be that one arm. And then we'll switch. we're going to go ahead and let go of that hold. If you were holding the chair, this time the left leg's going to sweep around the right, squeeze those thighs together. Your left hand's going to thread behind and hold the chair. Everyone else, you're threading the other hand. Others that are doing both, gently press the hands and the forearm to the back and squeeze the thighs. Some of these great moves that stretch the body but also encourage it to strengthen. Some of the moves I like the most. It's like getting a lot out of one. Bunch of moves in one. Good, and then we will release. We'll go ahead and hold our chair, or use our balance in a different way by not holding the chair and reach for the foot. If you can grab it, that's great. If you can't, it's okay. You might have a yoga rope or a towel. You could use that to bring the foot closer. If you can grab the ankle, you're grabbing, and you're just going to stretch out this top leg. If you need a deeper stretch with this one, shifting the pelvis forward will give you that bit of a go. Good job. And then we're going to bring it down. But before we bring it down totally, let's take the weight off of that right leg, wiggle the ankle, step it back down, and we're going to lift through this left leg and just wiggle the ankle and the toes. Separate the toes, bring them back together. Good, and then bring it down. We'll come to the other side. We're reaching for that right leg. If we can grab it, great. If not, a strap can help. I'm going to relax my shoulders here. Good. Pushing that pelvis forward if I need some more stretch here. Good. We're going to let it go. And we're going to come off of that standing leg for a minute and shake that ankle out. And then step it back down and lift through this right leg. And then shake that ankle. Weight always on those joints. Always weight, gravity. Separate the toes if you can, and then bring them back together. Separate them and bring them back together. Good, and we come back together. Good job. We'll bring our stance out. We're going to sink down into the legs. We're going to grasp through our thigh area and then kind of arch our back and drop our head. Our first cat-cow here. So cat, arching the head, dropping. Little gentle pull. And then we're going to come to neutral and then open the heart and look up for cow. Let's do that one more time. We're going to grab the back of the legs, arch back, drop the head, and then to neutral, and then drop it into cow. Good. We're going to take shoulder down, an older stretch. It feels so good. Just take the shoulder down and down, down. And hang out here for just a couple breaths, right here on the side. Back through, and now on the other side, hang out here for a couple breaths. Great job. We're going to do some knocking on heaven's door, swinging our fists. So think of your arms as chains. Just let the arms swing. They're hanging like chains and you're flopping them back and forth. I think of this when we were kids. We did moves like this. Those little moves that you see kids doing that don't make sense a little bit. But really there's a lot of things happening when we hit our body. There's some good lymph flow stuff that happens because your body has the lymph nodes that drain all the water that goes to your heart. Has to be filtered to make sure it's good for your heart, so it goes to the lymph nodes first. Well, these lymph nodes need to be drained to get the toxins out. So when we touch, which is what we're going to do now, those areas, it helps those lymphs drain. So we'll start with our ankles, and you can use your chair here if you need to. Ankle area, bottom of the feet have lymph nodes. Pressing the lymph node areas. Ankle behind the knees have lymph nodes. So just kind of pushing those areas to stimulate the release. Inner groin area has lymph nodes. This area in our belly, the solar plexus area, which we'll get into so much amazing things in this area. Lots of lymph nodes. Belly area, pat it. We have some up here in our collarbone area, so just gently pressing the top of the collarbone. We have them behind our ears and our neck, and really all through our face there's small lymph nodes. So touch is very powerful to the skin and body. Good. In our head, tapping our head here. But the bigger ones are in those areas, and we'll go over them again. Here in our neck. So we're going to take our chin to our right shoulder and then bring it kind of diagonal up. And once we get there, we're going to stick our bottom of our chin out and stretch the fascia in our chin area, and that's going to press those areas in the neck where the lymph nodes are. And then just shift your bottom jaw back and forth. Good. And we'll do it with the other side. Come back to neutral. Left chin to left chin. Our chin to our left shoulder, and then up and diagonal. We stick our chin out. Make the Jim Carrey mask face by shifting our jaw back and forth. Stretching that fascia and muscles in the neck that press that area that will help those lymphs to drain. Good. So behind the ears, collarbones. Under our armpits, there's big ones. Under our armpit area, belly area, groin, behind the knees. Yeah, so just good things to know. And you guys did a super job. Give yourself a big hug. You did great. I'll see you next time. Love ya.